Hey, real life traders from around the world, what's going on? Holla at your boy. It's Jeremy Alexander Newsome with Real Life Trading. Hope you're doing absolutely wonderful on this Wednesday real life stock review. Got a lot to talk about today. I'm just going to glance over really quick my analysis on the S&P 500. So I posted this. If you want to pause the video and kind of really read some of these notes, you're more than welcome to. But this is kind of my thoughts. And I do think a Republican will win the presidency. And if that happens, there's probably a really good chance, again, that's my Republican line, is likely the market goes higher. Now, I could see a lot of instances where it wouldn't happen and that we would roll over. So, just like anything else, honestly, folks, it's 50-50. But overall, my blue line is what I would like to see the most. But the red line is what I think actually happens, right? So we'll find out how it plays out. But this is the most important part, I think, that my plan for 2016 is I will go into cash on any funds or longer-term investments at that all-time high level. Probably wait a few weeks, a month, and again, see what plays out. So that's just something to keep in mind. Still bullish on the shorter-term level, still neutral on the long-term level. Neutral being that we're in a channel, ladies and gentlemen. Buy low, sell high. So if we come back down here again, I'll do it one more again. And if you come up into here, sell high, buy low, sell high, all that kind of good stuff. So here's the SPY on the daily. We had another bullish gap today. Here is the daily chart. I did exit out of my bear call spread iron condor. So if some of you know, I had a 208. I'm sorry, I'm going to draw it in here. 208, 209 bear call spread expiring this Friday. Also had a 201, 200. So I exited that today for a loss. Yep, your boy lost some money, but it was a great loss because it was a very, very small loss. I mitigated the loss. I'm going to win on the bull put spread just fine. And another spread that I'm going to win on is American Airlines. This was another iron condor. So 45, 46, 38, 37. So with those two blended together, American Airlines, the SPY, even though I had a loss on the SPY, both of those will end up being a wash, and I'll just be breaking even for those particular spreads. But then, Google, Amazon, Alibaba, those are all looking out okay. So speaking of Alibaba, let me hop over here really quick. Ticker symbol BABA. So just a gorgeous gap. Here's your little pennant pattern on Alibaba. This does appear to be a bullish gap and go on Alibaba as of yesterday. Mentioned a 73.72 April week 5 bull put spread on BABA. Stan is in, Niels is in, Jason's in a spread, so it's looking good. Here's my analysis. Possible pennant, small triangle. If Baba gaps out, that bullish looks good. It looks good. So at this point, next target, $86.38. If you're looking to play Alibaba, you could do a little bit of this action. Bullish, again, calls. You could be shares, whatever you want to do. Just keep in mind that earnings is coming up. Keep in mind risk mitigation. There's definitely a strong gap right here that could be a little bit of resistance, but I like today's gap on Alibaba. It looks a little bit bullish to me. Apple, ticker symbol AAPL, nice retest gap. Right? Bullish candle, gapping up. Let me show you the long-term moving averages on Apple. Here's the long terms. It opened above the 200 and just ran pretty nicely. So tomorrow, expecting a little bit of a pullback, maybe, tomorrow, Friday, and then probably a bounce into 114. And then on earnings, I have no idea what happens. No clue. But a lot of traders got a lot of shares out there. Got a covered call about 115 expiring this Friday. So that one should be okay for the most part. But yes, I do think that's a little bit of a pennant pattern on Apple. I do think this is a breakout, a little bit of a retest, and potentially a continuation higher than we got earnings right there. Brian Bodie's on 106, 105, and George is on 104, 103. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know how to trade options, I know a company that will teach you to do it for free. Here's Fitbit. Ticker symbol FIT, and Fitbit was in a Bollinger Band squeeze. The squeeze is on. And nice little consolidation here. Trade up barely higher, and a lot of volume came in today. So my analysis today, pretty simple. White candle gapped up. You hear that a lot. So looking for a little bit of a pullback tomorrow/Friday, maybe some Monday. But Fitbit on my radar is a bullish trade. Next target, probably the 100 simple moving average, which at this point is 1987, but we'll see how high it can go. Ticker symbol ADM. Look at this one from my boy Michael Clark. He bought some shares on the 5th of April. Yep, that was the low. What an amazing buy. Buy low, sell high. Strategy is a fun one. So anyway, Michael, great trade. Freebird, I'm proud of you, my man. So today continued up a little bit higher. My thoughts on Archer Daniels Midland Corporation at this point is there's a little bit of resistance here at approximately 36. You got a bullish retest gap. Expect some small retest, but really should continue up potentially a little higher into about the 200 simple, maybe before earnings, and then earnings again early in May on ADM. So that one's looking good. CHK had a monumentally strong bullish gap the other day. So the bullish gap occurred on the 11th of April, and I bet you know what kind of gap that is. Bullish gap and go. Had a bunch of black candles. It gapped up, trapping those who went bearish, and just hosed anyone who was going short, and had a really, really explosive bullish move the last 2 or 3 days. So CHK moving nicely. Ken B, happy about that. I got a phone call from you, Ken. I'll be calling you back soon, my man. Appreciate your phone call. Ticker symbol X. This is our spring portfolio. My good buddy Bob is just printing money on United States Steel with these put sales. We've been doing put sales and bullish trade setups on X for a long time, pretty much ever since this bullish gap and go right there. Garrison, Bill, a lot of traders make a lot of money on metals from that bullish gap and go. And again, those put sales, all those are looking really healthy on X. If you're not in on X right now, you're kind of missing the boat. And by kind of missing the boat, I mean you're in the water and your knees are wet. So earnings are coming up in the next few weeks. Buy the bounce if you're not in. So don't get in now. Be patient if you're not in. Let it rest, kind of like it did right in here. But you know, wait till earnings is probably a pretty good plan to find out what's going to happen from there. Amazon, bullish on Amazon as of today. Earnings are kind of far away, late April. Nice little pennant pattern here on Amazon. And again, I do expect a bullish retest gap. So a lot of these trades, I'm not saying tomorrow's going to be massively bullish, but a little bit of a pullback the next 2 or 3 days is a possibility, and then a bounce out of there. This candle, known as a void, known as a long day candle, known as a hot candle, known as an emotional candle. I've heard all the terms. It's a big candle, and there's not a lot of support resistance in that. This gap has been filled in this little area right here, so there's not a lot holding Amazon back. Solange is in calls, Stan is in short puts, and today I got into a 585, 580 bull put spread expiring not this Friday, but next Friday on Amazon. Netflix, ticker symbol NFLX. Netflix, yesterday and a few days prior, a lot of traders got into a put sale down here on Netflix. This is a put sale over earnings, and as mentioned on my strategy setup, that you will absolutely want to be aware that you could get put the stock down here. So this is a price that you're going to want to physically own shares of Netflix, because it's going over earnings. It's a very aggressive put sale, but at this point, for that to become an issue, this put expires next Friday. I mean, Netflix would have to gap down $30, which is, 30%, a little bit more than 30%. So I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think it's going to be an issue by next Friday. So if anything, if Netflix does gap down a little bit, I'll be looking to buy somewhere around 88, but that put sale should expire just fine the next few days. Here's Walmart. Walmart looking a tad bullish. Strong resistance at 68 based on this candle right here. It is closed above that resistance and made a little bit of a higher high and a higher low today. So if you're looking at trading Walmart, it looks a little bit bullish to me. Way back on the 30th of March, talking about a 67, 66, 50 naked put expiring this coming up Friday. Both of those will be just fine on Walmart. Here's Target, ticker symbol TGT. Target was talking about a covered call not too long ago. Speaking of covered calls, tonight, 7:30 Eastern, the free class entitled How to Trade Covered Calls in Real Life, taught by me. So if you want to be there, make sure to show up. It is free. No reason not to be there. If you want the link to register, email me. It's also going to be in the comment section below on this YouTube video and in your email. Here's Chipotle, ticker symbol CMG. And over the last few days, had some bearish positions on Chipotle. Want to get in bearish on this little pullback. And stop was originally at 480. Target 1 was 436. Target 2, 426. What's interesting on Chipotle, earnings is coming up. Check this out on a weekly. Just throwing this out there. This particular stock, I don't know if it's going to happen, but it could bounce relatively nicely off of this trend line. Look at that. That is money. Beautiful. I want to take that trend line out on a date. Going to TGI Friday. Somewhere real nice. Nice trend line. If it trades back down to this area and gaps up off of that, I would say that's a pretty strong indication of a buy on Chipotle. Believe it or not. I'm trying to think. It's not, the first thing that popped in my head was Ebola. It's not Ebola. Salmonella. There you go. So the salmonella outbreak, it definitely caused a pullback, this little double top. So a big sell-off, but it came back down to a buy low, sell high scenario on Chipotle. So just something to keep in mind on that one. FTR, a lot of traders looking at FTR, Frontier Communications. And as of right now, I'm going to hop in here to the daily chart. Just a good buy low, sell high company that currently pays okay dividends at the moment. My analysis is not too long ago. You had a little bit of a triangle pattern. If it closed above $5.43, I would be a little bit more bullish. Put sale for April, $5 put sale, likely will expire tomorrow. If you're looking to trade Frontier Communications, it's just kind of in a buy low, sell high state of mind. It's not, doesn't have anything super fantastic on it at this exact moment in time. Looks relatively decent, but you know, buy low, sell high in a channel could be a possible good one. And last but not least for today, another option play. Here's ticker symbol CSX and CSX. This is a May put sale, $24 May put sale, expiring in the third Friday of May. CSX had earnings today. Nice bullish retest gap. It did retest. This drawing was a drawing that I put in there a few weeks ago, simply saying back up when it was about 27 that I wanted to see a pullback before I went in bullish. CSX has pulled back. Here it is on the weekly chart. And on the weekly chart, you got this nice little trend line in here. Again, kind of like Chipotle. Nice longer term trend line, bouncing off of that, trying to form another previous low. So if those out there interested in CSX, again, it is a potential buy low, sell high state of mind. It's going to be interesting to see exactly how the market plays out, ladies and gentlemen, but I'm pumped and amped as always. Got some great news today. Man, I'm just excited to be alive and to trade with each and every one of you. So thanks so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. I will see you in your next real life stock review, which will be Friday. I'll see a lot of you guys tonight. Until then, remember, love life, live life, and trade. See you.